showtime.
Let's get this show started, or party started, whichever you'd like to say. 67 degrees out there. Feels quite nice, actually. Did everyone survive the storm last night? I think Jamie slept right through it. But we're going to head to him in the kitchen right now. Where are you?
Campaigning like I am 24/7. That's right. They have all called me now. Trump has called me and said, Jamie, I have understood you are doing such an excellent job being campaign chairman for the next license commissioner of Limestone County. Might want to consider using you in my presidential return re-election. Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens in the AM. Well, you know, when you politics, you can say just about anything you want. So, I might be one of President Trump's re-election. What do you think, Greg?
I think it's great.
Greg, good to have you back in here this morning.
Thank you.
Jerry Bryant on the end of it brought us a special guest this morning. Kris Pierce over here from parts unknown, basically. Amy just walking in. Kris, you going to entertain us this morning?
I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, good to have you in the great state. You living here now?
I live in Athens.
We'll talk about you in just a moment. So you a singer for a living, huh?
I'm a singer.
All right. We'll
He's
talk
got
about
that deep voice, man.
Well, Jerry, you his manager?
For right now, yes, till he fires me.
And Greg,
It depends on how it goes today.
how many days of school left, Coach?
5.
5 days. Then you're off for the summer.
Yes.
Got a big day planned coming up on June 2nd?
Getting married.
Oh, yeah. Woo! We all been there a couple of times.
That's a big one.
Except you, Joseph.
I'm
me.
hanging in on my first.
Hey, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting, Joseph.
Zach, we'll find you a
It's
one.
not happening, Brad.
Huh?
Brad said I'm smart, so maybe I just stay like I am.
I don't know. I'm paid up so far. Hey, you know what? Hey, a lot of stuff going on. Kris is going to entertain us. We'll play a mini version of Judge Jamie coming up in just a little bit. Don't forget the rodeo coming up.
Rodeo.
Ain't my first rodeo. Sheriff Blakely will not be with us today. They're the sponsors of the rodeo parade. The rodeo special we do every year. Senator Tom Butler, or seeking Senator Tom Butler, current and re-elected Mark Yarborough, the chairman of the Limestone County Commission, and sponsored by the Gloria Cooper for License Commissioner campaign. Imagine that. The rodeo will be seen about 15 times here on ZTV 11. I'll take a few well-deserved days off. No, I'm only taking one. The election is a little over 2 weeks. If y'all don't know yet, charter went out on us yesterday due to the storm, whatever. No internet, no TV. So what I do?
Oh, go sleep.
Had DVR. So she's going to watch a show. Guess what she wants to watch? What was the Ugly Truth? So we watched a little bit of it. You know what I had to go to? Stripes.
No, that's a good one.
Bill Murray.
Stripes.
That's
But anyway, the guy comes out. Charter Spectrum guy. And
They were there, and I called, and they were there in like 40 minutes.
I mean,
That
there was early.
service.
So I go out and I said, hey, you vote? He said, yeah, I'm going to vote for your wife. He said, you'd have to be living under a rock if you ain't seen that she was running for something. We are everywhere. We don't have every billboard in town or every sign in the yard, but those that don't have a sign in the yard, those are Gloria Cooper people. And there's a whole lot more of them than there are those others. Let's talk about the weather. It's going to be a good one, ain't it, baby?
It is. Actually, keep an umbrella close, though. 67 degrees out there right now. That feels real nice, actually. Yes, rain is still in the forecast. Goodness. And we're glad it's not just downpours, but 80% chance of rain today. Those scattered thunderstorms will be throughout the valley as well as tomorrow, the next day, the next day, and the next day. We've got a special needs rodeo to get in Friday, so Lord, give us some time there. Hopefully that will take place, and the rodeo as well. And it's not going to be called off or held off, rather. If there's lightning, then that's a situation, but a little rain won't stop Sheriff, that's for sure. Remember, Hometown Lenders brings you this portion of the show. 434-5900 is that number. If you're thinking about getting a mortgage, need to get pre-qualified, give them a call. They'll help you out, or even with your refinancing needs. Not bad at all. You know what you didn't do, Jamie, is take donuts to Encore this morning to feed Dusty.
I don't know, this Dusty McLemore guy.
He must be texting.
Bugging me this morning. Said, you should have been here. You missed about 20 votes.
Hope he
Next week, I
wears
will
it. He has
deliver
his shirt
the
on.
Encore Gym, and Dusty will have his Gloria shirt on.
Can I tell a funny story?
Yeah.
So I get a text last night from a friend of mine, I'll just say, and I'm going to leave the names not said so to protect the innocent.
Oh,
She
boy.
texted me a photo out the driver's side window of her husband driving with your billboard, your truck in the background.
Trailer in the background.
And she said, her husband's name, almost killed us all trying to see Gloria's photo on the side of the truck. I said, that's funny. So,
Did we get their vote?
yeah, they're voting for you.
Brad said it's a road hazard.
Yeah.
Like missing
no,
votes, but hey, if
no.
you got somewhere we ain't been yet,
That's funny.
let me know. We will be there. There's a little 2 weeks to go. I'm sure our opponents are out and about too, but just not deer as enough as we are.
Well, you got to get out and hustle
Yes,
it.
we don't. Greg Howard,
Do it.
man, them Red
Work
Sox
it.
looking good this morning.
Well, when you go down to the Tanger outlets, you go to Polo and get your socks. I've got
Alright.
30 pairs. So
Valentine's
All
socks.
right, Jerry, who are you? Well, we're going to talk to you singer just a little bit. How'd you get hooked up? Well, now you're managing Entertainers of the Year?
Yeah, anything to make a little cash. But yeah, Kris called me one day and wanted to do some promo work and was unfamiliar with the area. So I said, well, let's see if we can get a hold of Jamie Cooper.
Well, you came to
Local.
Everybody knows everybody.
That's right. You came
Local
to the
as he
right
can
place.
get.
What's that? What was that slogan on? Was it Cheers, where everybody knows?
Everybody
Everybody
knows.
knows.
Everybody knows your
Yeah.
name.
Speaking of knowing his name, the man that knows all
Where
about it.
everybody. You had me to.
Good morning,
That's all
everyone.
just stitch.
Hey, Chris, we don't need you today. Actually, let him sing this morning.
That just
How'd it
stuck
go
to me.
again, Zack?
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Hey, Coach.
I think it went a little better.
Listen,
Yeah, it's a
Coach
little
Peter, Coach Leg has that video of me singing Christmas songs, and Coach Peter has threatened me to never sing on
He's
live TV
threatened me
again.
to never let
Zach's
me
going to
on
sing
TV.
Slim Whitman's greatest
So I
hits.
will be singing Christmas songs again this
All right, let's go to sports right now. Brought to you by KFC, where a bucket of chicken is Zach's favorite.
Woo, welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County. Hey, I'd got to give a shout out to K. May this morning. Those donuts was pretty good this morning, too. Sad news this morning. Former SEC Commissioner Mike Slive passed away at 77. He's been battling prostate cancer for years, but he was SEC Commissioner for 13 years, retired in 2015. But his big things that he did in his tenure there was SEC expanded from 12 to 14 teams, and of course the SEC network, which we all love. He was a big part of that. So Mike Slive will be missed. Season ended last night for Coach Ball and the Ardmore Lady Tigers. They won their first game 13-3, but then they lost last two 2-0 and 7-6. They came back in that last one, just about pulled it out. But congratulations for a good season to the Ardmore Lady Tigers. And speaking of that, Hazel Green is playing baseball tournament, so that will move our spring football game tonight at Hazel Green. So anybody wants to come out to East Limestone Hazel Green, at Hazel Green, 7 o'clock tonight. Alabama Crimson Tide will open the season with a night game against Louisville. It'll be September 1st at 7 o'clock, so it'll probably be Chris Fowler and Herb Street playing that. Alabama and Texas, everybody's been wanting some home-and-home series. We're getting it, buddy. 2022 and 23, we'll go to Austin, and then they'll come back and play us. So, good deal on that. Coach Saban was at the Regions yesterday playing with I can't ever say his name, Bernhard Langer. But he said, do we really want free agency in football? He said, we have an SEC rule about we want to have free agency within our conference? And he's getting a lot of heat right now because they won't let Brandon Kennedy transfer to either Auburn or Tennessee. But speaking of Langer, he was Coach Saban's partner, and he's seeking his third straight Regions tradition victory this weekend in Birmingham. The Preakness is happening this weekend. Justify will be going to try to win the second part of the Triple Crown. Houston wins last night.
Zack's on
East
the road,
Series
man.
He
1-1.
is.
Yeah.
And also, the Suns will have a big decision on the number 1 pick in the draft here in the next month or so. And the Braves come back and win last night, pull it
Zack,
out
how many different
4-1.
sports have you covered today?
All
I think you
over
may have
the
set a
place.
record.
I've covered them all. So you want to talk?
Horse racing, golf,
Yes.
football.
Hey, and
softball.
we'll be at the Eli's block party this weekend doing Applebee's tailgate time.
There we
So
go.
come on
Well,
out.
that's going on too. All right. Today, we got some photos, Bradford. Let me see check them out. If we got anything, we'll have some more videos. Oh, what is
Oh,
that?
what a prize
Oh,
moment.
wow. What? How did you
Well, we
make
went
that
over
happen?
to Creekside yesterday. They taped Dr. Tom Sis to the wall because they had won
Yes.
They got the most money from the cancer society.
Cancer Society.
That's
There he
Isn't that
is.
hilarious?
Boy, if you got to pee, you're screwed.
like a spaceman or something.
And every child got to go up there and put a piece of duct tape
Yeah,
on.
Gloria's
They
got it
had
on
a blast.
Facebook too. So
You can go to Facebook and see all the video. The kids were so excited. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
See those little bee
So did they
stations
use the
there,
high
too.
strength one on your mouth, Jamie?
That was right when we were leaving, so when
Yeah,
the
somebody
ride
came up-
home
somebody
was
came up and
wonderful.
suggested that. You can't keep a good man quiet.
That's right.
All right, let's play a miniature version this morning of Judge Jamie.
Oh,
Ready.
Roll me.
oh, hold on.
Zach.
Hold on. I was
He wasn't prepared. He wasn't.
He was
ready.
looking up another
Zach,
sports
it's
story.
coming right now.
Well, you about 30 seconds behind. Okay, let's just go right to Zeke. I'm coming out of the sheet now to play Judge Jamie. Chris, you can play along if you know any answers to these questions I'm about to ask. Brought to you by One Love Hearing. Can you hear me now, Zeke?
Nope.
Locations here, Hazel Green, all over North Alabama, Scottsburg. Give him a call. If you know somebody can't hear, he'll fix you right up. All right, first question today. We only got 3 or 4 questions here. You remember how to play. You're playing to win a can of Vienna sausages, you know.
Good, because I ran out last night.
I also, excuse me, got to say, yesterday's rodeo queen was from New Hope.
Heather.
Yeah, I
What's
saw
the chances?
that.
Did you know that, Zach?
I saw that after I left. It said she was from New Hope.
From
Yeah,
New Hope.
Bundy.
Home of the other most famous legendary figure, a living TV
Howard
legend,
Crow- Howard
would be
Cross.
me.
Howard Cross.
Anyway, Vienna sausage. Our first question today is, this was on AL.com yesterday. Chris, you're already in this category, being, close to being entertainer of the year. How much does it cost? How much do you have to make? Well, let me set it up this way first. What is the average medium income in the great state of Alabama?
46,000.
Oh, did you have it? $44,758. No one else. Here's the next question. A survey of all these people. What do you have to make a year, Amy Horton over there, to consider being rich?
500 grand.
Oh, you read the article.
I did.
So wealthy is
He didn't-
what?
he didn't ask you, did he?
Wealthy is what?
$1 million.
$1 million. Unfortunately, I don't fall in any of these
Rich or
categories.
wealthy?
I follow
I don't think any of us do.
Now, had they done one debt-wise,
That's right.
I'd be right up there at the top of the list.
Rich in debt.
Rich in debt.
So, because you read
Can't
everything,
take it
you
with
think
you
you know
anyway.
everything.
No,
Yeah, okay.
I do not.
What controversial African-American preacher, what is he warning in the great state of Alabama?
Don't go to black folks. They go to black
And
churches.
did you hear what
White
his
folks go
name
to white
is?
churches.
What?
His name's Michael Jordan.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I watched
he
that
went
video
off.
and got so fired up. I
But
mean,
what church is it coming into there?
Church of the Highlands.
Church
Church of the Highlands.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I heard I heard Pastor Chris's sermon, and I heard this guy
What did this guy
speak.
say?
Well, he said that they were coming in there, and that this black preacher that Highlands is bringing in would be bossed around by the white men of the church, and that they would just swoop in and try to do something and then leave. It's like, no, that's not what's happening. I got fired up about it.
Well,
So he's controversial. Well, he said something else a while back, didn't he? That was
Well, he just said that the black folks should go to their own church and their own community and serve there, that they needed to leave the white church. And I'm like, what
Why?
constitutes
What
a
is that?
white church? I mean, I don't
The
understand.
opinions of Joseph Scott on this program
I
are those
agree
of
with,
Joseph Scott on. And
why separate?
I
Well,
don't know.
he said that the Church of the Highlands, the people that are going to set that up, don't live in the community,
so,
and that they're just coming in, and it's
To
in
hear
his
good
opinion,
church
it's a show. It's for show.
Tim Anderson
Yeah.
with Clements just opened a branch over in
In
Huntsville. He
Huntsville.
don't live in Madison County either, Huntsville
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
He
coming in to
streams
try to
over there.
fight crime, to try to help the youth in that area so that they don't lead into that
He
path
put
of
that on his
crime.
marquee, though. Black folks don't need to go to
What
white
was
churches.
the name of the church we went to a couple Sundays ago that Jan Matthews invited us to?
Yeah, right up the road from
Yeah, where
Olivia's
Judge
restaurant.
Jude used to be.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he's
We
just
were
got
the
his
white people
perspective
there.
wrong. I mean, if you watch it for yourself,
Wow.
but that man in his speech was the biggest racist I've
Really?
ever heard. Yes.
Yeah.
You judge for yourself when
Listen
you watch
to the whole thing.
You don't need to go backwards.
it. Yeah, it was terrible. Anyway, I'll be quiet.
Anybody else got an opinion on
Thanks
that?
for
Chris?
bringing
What do
that
you
up,
think?
Jamie.
I plead the fifth.
All right. This was out of AL.com too. There, know it all. You should know this.
Maybe.
Skipwoth. We're going to talk to you in a minute about being the newest member of the Republican Executive Committee. Too bad you couldn't have gotten on there before we decided to run. All right, anyway, we, not me, Gloria. We win. We win. I'm taking full credit for it. Here we go. 11 a.m. kickoffs are not good for LSU because they play most of their games
Yes,
at night.
afternoon.
Yeah, they're-
right.
What is it that their coach O does or did in their last 11 o'clock game to get his players fired up?
Headbutted them.
Danced.
He's
What do you
not the one
do?
that eats grass. Who eats
Oh, I
grass?
saw that, Brad. I can't remember what it
I don't
was.
know.
Eats grass.
Somebody, one of them does.
No, it's Les Miles.
That
Les
was less.
Miles.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw Kris doing this before a while ago.
Uh-oh.
He was doing it too, getting fired up. Punched himself in the face.
I do that regularly, Jimmy.
Punched himself in the face. They said it was a serious punch too.
Really?
He walked in there and said, "It's time to set your jaw," and started punching himself in the jaw. What was that movie Jim Carrey was in where he beat himself up
Where
in
he
the
couldn't
bathroom?
lie? Yeah, what was that?
Liar, liar.
Liar, liar. Yeah,
Yeah.
he beat himself up in the bathroom. All right.
He's trying
But
to keep himself from telling the truth.
Here's my main story for today, and I really, it's been hard for us. We got high-headed.
Oh.
That's your new word, ain't it,
disappointed.
Jay?
High-headed, yeah. You know what
High-headed.
high-hat means? It's
Oh,
an
come
old
on,
saying.
Kris.
Come on.
Where you just
I
thought you were
didn't
better
know.
than
You act
somebody
like
else.
you act like you're better
It
than
doesn't
everybody.
take much to figure out what it means.
High-hat. So, I'll get high-hat, but this is really an insult. I mean,
Really?
I
Are
had
you
Amy all
offended?
lined up to do her hair. and
Are you
everything.
offended?
Yeah, I am kind of offended. Because only like 600 or 800 people got an invite to the royal wedding.
Wedding.
Oh, and they high-hatted you?
We didn't get one, did y'all?
No.
No.
Well, I wasn't
Mine got lost in
expecting
the
it.
mail, Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody got one from this part of the country that I know of. Greg, did you get one?
No.
Don't
Or-
expect it, and your expectations won't be
600
touched.
guests will be attending the wedding. The wedding is Saturday morning.
And what a wedding
Now,
it shall be.
did I hear right that the father of the bride is having a heart procedure and he can't?
He
He would
wasn't
not be
invited
there.
anyway.
He was invited. He was going to walk
he
her down
was
the aisle.
invited?
But what happened,
There.
they staged some photos with the paparazzi.
He got
He could
paid.
make money, and then the truth
That's
came out
horrible.
about it.
But now he's having heart surgery, so he won't be there.
The whole bunch of her
They're just
family is
trying to
trying
make
to.
money off of it.
Have you heard about the marijuana deal?
No.
Her half-sister's son is in the marijuana growing business in Colorado or somewhere. He's doing a version called the Royal something to take advantage of it, and he's already growing. He got whole things of pot growing. They're going to call it the Royal Highness or something. He's already legally got the name and everything, and they're going to be
Wow.
selling pot
Oh,
with that
wow.
name.
With that name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, anyway, here's
To be
the real
proud
question.
of.
Marketing from off the
What
family.
time does the wedding take place
7 o'clock.
where you can view it here in America?
6 a.m.
4 a.m.
What time?
3 a.m.
5 a.m.
9
And he
a.m.
says 2 a.m.
Sounds like any
3
number
a.m.
of things, you know.
4 a.m.
Early.
The royal wedding festivities start at 3 a.m. our time Saturday morning. So then again, it starts. The actual wedding will be at 5. The members of the royal family will start arriving at 5:20 a.m. There's a lot of people watch us going to watch this thing. One TV station is not carrying the royal wedding,
ZTV.
ZTV 11.
and instead will be airing what?
The
The
Virginia.
The
Virginia.
Virginia. Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, I'd rather watch the Virginian.
Right answer, the Virginia. Hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk to Kris over here all about him. He's from where? Parts unknown?
Yeah, originally from Tampa. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. Lives
Welcome
here
to
now.
Limestone County.
And now you're promoting him. Where's
That's
his
correct.
next gig? Where can people find him?
Tomorrow, Saturday morning at Eli's Block Party.
Okay.
First,
Lindsay
Lindsay
Lane.
Lane.
We know the name of the church, yeah.
yeah, it's right over yonder.
Yeah.
But he'll be there. He'll be first.
How do you get his music?
Sorry.
How do they get his music?
Go to chrispiercemusic.com and you can download. There's a gospel album there, and then 2 albums of his original music there also.
We're going to hear from Kris in just a moment, then we'll talk to him in just a little bit, then we're going to talk to Mr. Skipwoth here, and Joseph's got a bunch of car shows out over the weekend. Y'all, hang on. The legendary.
Legendary. The myth.
He's alive.
Well, I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad. But there's a silver lining behind every cloud. Poor people is all we were, trying to make a living out of black land dirt. But we'd get together in a family circle, singing loud. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor,
me and little brother would join right in there. Singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, and it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh no, the circle, it won't be broken. Said by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sing tenor.
me and little brother would join right in there in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Now I remember after work, Mama would call in all of us. You could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother is done gone on, but I'll rejoin him in a song. We'll be together again up yonder in a little while. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sing tenor.
me and little brother would join right in there, 'cause singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, and it won't be long, I'll rejoin them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. Oh no, the circle, it won't be broken. I said by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sing tenor.
me and little brother would join right in there in the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Did us.
A little like the hillbillies.
And we are back. 67 degrees out there. It's going to be not terribly hot with 90 degrees. But we do have 80% chance of scattered thunderstorms today, so keep an umbrella close. Keep an eye on the weather, but it should not be bad. But high temperatures today around 82, so not terribly hot. That's good. 79 for your high tomorrow. Pretty much staying in the 80s the rest of the week, but there's a chance of rain every day, so don't let it just ruin anything that you have planned. Just try to, hopefully it'll be hit or miss throughout the rest of the rodeo activities. Special needs is tomorrow, so we hope we get that in for sure. 434-5900 is that number to Hometown Lenders. Write that down. Good folks, good local folks located right there at Bridge Street.
And we are heavily involved in that organization.
Great
Stress-free
company.
mortgage. Apply and be pre-approved in minutes. And tell them Gloria and Jamie sent you. Call that number. What was it?
434-5900.
Hey, I am one of the few people that actually have a brand new rodeo program. You can see Gloria's ad toward the end next to the directory. There's Tiffany Pack in here too on the cover as always at the back. Gloria's running for license commissioner, in case you didn't know. By the way, the 36th Annual Limestone County Rodeo brought to you by ZTV on the ZTV Special, and Brad Golson, the director of that. But here's the sponsors of that: Tom Butler for U.S. Senate, Mark Yarborough for re-election of chairman of Everybody's Got Red, and Gloria Cooper for the first female ever on the Republican ballot in Limestone County. With that in mind, our good buddy Greg Skipwoth, coach down at West Limestone. Get out, what do you say, 5 days left?
Yes, 5 days left.
You had a pretty good track season too, didn't you?
Yes, we were in Gulf Shores 2 weeks ago.
Did you go by
and
Pop Rocco's?
I did not go.
Great.
I was pulled along by the train of children.
Okay.
I got you.
And they did not have, that's the thing I'm going to do on my own vacation
Really?
time.
Okay.
When we
Go
go down
Well,
there.
they accept kids in there too.
Well, I know,
They
but
do,
they all
but-
wanted to go to places they go to all the time. So
Oh, okay.
he wasn't on their agenda.
So everybody's got their favorite place to go
Right.
down there. All right, let's
Definitely.
talk about something else. You are a big
Nominated.
Republican.
Oh, yeah?
You follow politics. You're on the Fine Bomb show once or twice a week, whatever. We get tired of hearing
That's
you.
football, not
But,
politics. Well,
On the other night, you were at the Republican Executive Committee.
Yes.
And I understand they had a large crowd there. Scott Dawson was there. Who else was there, big-time Republicans?
They had Scott Dawson. They had various judges running for appellate courts and a couple of people for Attorney General. But he was the main speaker there.
Now,
Full house.
Republican community, first and foremost, I have nothing good to say about them. In dealing with the little limited stuff I've dealt with, not me personally, but I just don't like hardly anything about their whole organization. But I understand somebody else got kind of fed up with the way it was going too. But you got nominated. Let's talk about that first.
Yeah, I asked one of the board members, Steve Turner, who's also one of the commissioners in Limestone County, about
Good guy, great guy.
how I could get on board the committee because I want to serve the county in that capacity. I serve the city as a zoning board member. And so I want to give back to my community. I moved back here for a reason, and I want to see it grow in a positive direction. So I wanted to get on there. And so he said, well, there has to be an opening in your precinct or an at-large seat, and a member has to nominate you. And so they nominate you at that meeting, and then they'll vote on you at the next meeting, which will be in July 17th.
So are you a shoe-in?
I don't think anything's guaranteed in life or death, but
How many people are
I
on
had a
this
positive response.
How many people are on this executive
I
committee?
think there's 39 right now.
39?
Yes.
There's a bunch.
And they have, I think, up to 50 or 60
That they
seats
could
that are
fill.
available.
Really?
So 10 of the seats are at-large seats. So if you don't have a seat in your precinct that's available, then you can serve as an at-large member.
Do
I
you
think more
think
people
it's
need to get
fair?
involved.
Do you think it's fair for people on that committee to support other candidates and actually work for them to help them defeat another Republican running?
I think that if you have a slate of Republicans running for local office, that you should be neutral or supportive of all of them, and let the voters decide who is going to win, and not influence.
But that's
that.
not happening in this case.
Well,
with these people.
I can't speak to what personal individuals are doing. I know that one of the board members got up to share his thoughts about
How'd that
unity.
go?
It was pretty powerful. In the Bible, Christ talks about unity and that we should love one another at the end of the day. So I disagreed with some of the committee members, like on the school tax vote, but the people voted down on that. So we got to move on. We got to work together on things. And so my point is, I want to get on and help people, help grow the party and make it strong.
Stronger.
His complaint, it was a commissioner here. I guess we can say who it was,
Yes.
Jason Black.
It's
good
all
friend of
over
ours.
Facebook,
It's
so
all over
yes, you can
Facebook.
say anything.
He had had enough of one of the members supporting one of the other members, and he's got a Democratic opponent coming up in November. He doesn't have one now. So he's got a Democrat,
Sure.
great friend of Doug Jones, the
Yes.
senator who beat Roy Moore, coming up, and he says, hey, I've got an opponent here. You tell us what he said.
Well,
he was fed up.
Right. He was fed up. He said that, he intimated that one of the other members had said that Ben Harrison was the only one that we could trust on the commission. And so, he took offense to that, and
I see
rightly
why.
so. And he just expressed his frustration with the fact that we're supposed to be this, grand old party and working together, and instead we're sniping at each other. And at the end of the day, the Democrats always fall in line, no matter where they fall individually on things. And so let's work on where we disagree. Let's work on that and focus on the positive, because at the end of the day, he's going to have to run against this guy who is everything that we are against as a community and a party.
And that statement can be used against him when that race gets
Exactly,
closer for him.
because his opponent can say, look, even the Republican Executive Committee or some certain members do not support him.
Exactly. And what if they bring Doug Jones in to speak? And they probably will on this guy's behalf.
Right.
They could possibly.
So we've got to.
So what is your synopsis of the Limestone
Do you
County
think it was
executive?
a bullying situation, or did he have the right to say what he wanted to say?
I think he had a right to say what he wanted to say. I don't know if that was the right venue to do it, but I think at the end of the day, we all have to work together to achieve the goals that we want to for Limestone County and for Alabama. Okay.
Let's go to Kris.
No, we're kidding.
So I just think, he was frustrated, and rightfully so, and he expressed himself. And, You know, some people disagreed with it. Some people applauded what he had to say.
I agree with him 100%.
I agree with it 1,000%.
Being in the position that I'm in as well, when you have someone on that Republican committee that, one, does not even know you, two, lies about you, I mean, it's frustrating.
Right.
And why would people want to continue to run if you're going to be subject to
what
that
she
abuse?
just said about somebody lying about you, making this stuff up, and putting
That's
it all on
politics,
Facebook.
they say.
Yet none of the so-called executives of this wonderful committee back this tell this woman to ease off in any way.
Well,
in
they
matter of
allow
fact, they kind of support her in her because they represent two of the other candidates in
They
a
allow
business
it.
type deal. We're helping them try to defeat her,
Right.
which
Well,
ain't gonna happen, by the way, guys.
I know, I've known you and you know, Joe Cannon for the same amount of time, and I think the world of both of you. However, I can only support one of you, and I'm supporting you, but that doesn't influence my support of all the candidates in general when it comes to
But
their
they're
ability
not
to
doing
run.
that. And that's the whole point
Right.
Jason had.
That's the whole point, Jason.
So it's just my hope,
Yeah.
and I can only speak for myself, is that I would like to see the tenor of what we do change to
Definitely.
so that we work with everybody and let the people decide which direction we're going.
I got to make one other comment, then we get credit, Chris. I'm coming over to you, our entertainer of the year up here this morning. We met with some of these Republican committees, and some of these are from out of states. They're like Yankee type people, and they think they're better than the people of Limestone County, yet they try to get a voice in this and tell us what we should be able to do. That's my main point, and what I think the people of Limestone County, you Republicans, need to know. You need to know some of these people on this committee. They ain't like us. I can tell you that right now. Are they?
No,
More
they're
people
not.
need to
Now,
get involved.
Exactly. No, they're not.
I pledged to, I spoke to John Wall afterwards, and I told him, whatever I can do to help grow this party
Right.
and send us off in the right direction, I'm willing to do.
All right. Well, you're one of the good guys up there.
So,
All right.
hopefully.
Good luck at school.
I hope
It
I
needs
get
to
on
get
board.
stronger.
We'll see you next
It
week.
needs
I got to
get
take
stronger
a
and more together.
go over local and loaded right now. Entertainer of the year, doing his
That's
first performance ever at 6 a.m. live. He might have stayed up this long, but he never got to sing. Kris Pierce, y'all hang on.
There ain't nothing that can't be done by being God. Ain't nobody gonna come between me and God. They will live together where the angels trod, me and God. Early in the morning, talking it over, me and God. Late at night, talking it over, me and God. You could say we're like two peas in a pod, me and God. He's my father, and he's my friend. The beginning and the end. He rules the world with a staff and a rod. We're a team, me and God. I am weak, he is strong, me and God. He forgives me when I'm wrong, me and God. He's the one I lean on when life gets hard, me and God. He's my father, and he's my friend. The beginning and the end. He rules the world with a staff and a rod. We're a team, me and God. He and God.
Hey, before we go any
Straighten
further
up.
this morning, we got a couple special birthdays.
We do. Happy birthday. Yesterday was Sheila Lauderdale's birthday.
102nd birthday.
No, she's hitting the big 80, and she's an amazing woman. Amazing
I hope she
woman.
makes me some fried okra.
She's not. It's her birthday. But happy birthday, Miss Sheila. I hope you had an awesome
Isn't
day.
she
And
having a party?
continue on into the weekend. We will be celebrating
Isn't
it
she
with
having a
her on
party?
Sunday, yes. And another special birthday, which is today,
Yes.
happens to be.
That's
Was she
right.
63?
No.
Carissa?
Actually,
Jamie.
here's the thing. Happy birthday to my lovely wife, Carissa.
More like 36.
People think you're the only one that married above your head and married a younger woman. But people don't
Oh,
know
but
Carissa's
your
turning
coverage.
39 today.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, she is, yeah. So I married a lot younger.
Yeah.
It's kind of robbed the cradle. But yeah, happy birthday,
Well, you know
sweetie.
what?
I love you.
When people
She's a
tell me that all the time,
beautiful person.
especially that old man from Fort Payne, is that your daughter or granddaughter with you? Then he fell out of his chair when I told him the truth. But anyway, I tell people, I saw Gloria on the playground. And I flipped her a dime nowadays. Well, if you usually pay
You get
for
arrested
You know
for that.
what, though? You can get arrested for that now. Dang.
That's
You can.
funny.
Card it off.
All right.
And got to register. Oh, what's happening for
Car shows.
Car shows.
Well, I think the only flyer I sent Brad was for the big one, the one that we're all going to be at,
Right.
is the Eli Williams Block Party Show. You know, Christy listed this as the 4th annual, but if you count that first year that we had it when it was just kind of not supposed to be a car show, this would really be the 5th annual. But a ton of stuff going on at that. This Sam Mamolo has been on 2 different shows. His name is Sam Mamolo. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Two Guys Garage and Horsepower, Horsepower TV, I think. He's done a lot of stuff. Music by Dean. Also, Mr. Kris is going to be performing. So we're just excited. It's
You
gonna
know, after he did this show this morning, he'll never be able to get around town.
Oh my
anymore.
goodness, he's good. He's
He
good.
is.
Maybe I'll
Very.
get up there and do a duet with him. Hey, do you have any duets lined up? I like to sing. I'm just
Chris
not as
just
good as
changed his
you.
mind.
But yeah, he changed his mind.
Okay,
But
wait a minute. You just said something here
Okay.
that I can't. I know you can carry a tune. Why is it you've not sang one time on this program, and you've been up here longer than you should have?
Really?
I'm not that good. But
Oh, that's right.
Well, there you are now,
Oh,
Elvis.
my
You're
goodness.
Elvis. You did
You know
Elvis
whose
at
house that's
church.
at? That's at Don and Sheila Lauderdale's. Their Sunday school class had a luau. And so we surprised everybody. Nobody knew I was going to come out as Elvis, and we did a whole little skit. It was
So
pretty
you
funny.
like to sing Elvis songs?
No, I don't even know. I like to do Alan Jackson, George Strait, that kind of stuff. But
Well, let me hear something right now.
no, I'm not
Yeah,
going to
go
sing
ahead.
right now. I got car shows to talk about. So
We said you only had one big one.
no, well, that
No,
is the
there's
one
others.
big one, but there's also Beeline Highway Classics in Hartselle.
Right.
That one starts at 10. Let's see, where's this other one at?
You don't,
Huntsville.
if you don't know, how you we supposed to know?
It's in Huntsville, Antique Car
Thanks down
Show.
to Amy's Salon. They're going to have some cars parked down
Maybe
there.
so.
Salon
We'll have a
Place.
car show, a cruise in down there. That's at Drake Avenue in Huntsville from 8 to noon. And then the big one in Priceville is a nighttime. It's from 5 to 9. That's the Will Stevens Memorial Foundation. It's a night cruise in, and that's the 8th annual. And then Discovery Middle School is also having a car show.
Great. Okay.
So on Hughes Road. So just tons of car shows. If you don't get out to a car show this weekend, it's because it's raining, right,
That's
Gloria?
right.
I hope
Rain
Ain't gonna rain
is in the
10%.
forecast. But
Speaking
10%.
of that, the
Yes.
Special Needs Rodeo is 10
Friday.
o'clock Friday out at the Sheriff's Arena. Also, the rodeo starts at 9 at 8, so we'll be there each night at 6. See us out front. We'll be passing out stickers to everybody. You get a free rodeo program. This year's Paul and Debbie Kane were the honorary grand marshals of that.
They were.
Amy
They
was substituting as the country rover, driving the Jeep
Oh.
with no air.
I wondered who that was in the Jeep.
100-degree weather and all that. And got to give a shout out to Jay.
Jay
Vassar.
Vassar for driving.
Driving the
I appreciate
Hummer
that. We had a
around.
good time.
Cool.
Yeah,
Hey, Brad,
that
I'm
was
getting ready to
fun.
go local and love it. We're going to go ahead and get one last song. I'm going to walk over
One
and
more
talk to
song
Chris
with
and what
Chris.
I'm going to do
Good.
right now. So y'all get ready to do that. So go local and love it. Come out on me over there, Brad, and I'll talk to Chris right now. And we'll see y'all at the rodeo Friday and Saturday night.
Bye-bye.
Over here. Y'all hang on. And Chris Kris, welcome to morning television.
Well, thank you.
So how long you been a singing?
Many, many years.
And do you write a lot of your own stuff too?
I write gospel music, yes, sir.
So are you a preacher or anything like that? How'd you get into strictly gospel?
My father was an evangelist.
Get out.
No, all right. Now, my father was an evangelistic preacher, and I started singing when I was 16. So, and I quit. And then I went back, and then I quit.
So you do music full time?
Yes, sir.
Now, is it kind of hard so that rules out a lot of nightclubs, you're doing gospel?
No, not necessarily. I sing anywhere and everywhere, and actually I'm accepted everywhere I go. So that's actually, I believe, a gift from God that people will listen to the gospel no matter where I go.
So you kind of preach through music?
That's right. Musical missionary, if you will.
Ah, awesome. I like that, musical missionary. Well, welcome to Athens, Alabama.
Well, thank you very much.
And welcome to morning television.
That is different. Yeah.
How do people find out and hear more of your music and buy some of your stuff?
Well, they can find me at chrispiercemusic.com and also on Facebook, the Kris Pierce Music Facebook. And I want to thank Jerry right over there because he's helping me in that area. And we're trying to get organized. Not easy for me.
Well, we'll do all we can to help you out. And don't forget, he'll be at the Eli Block Party. Are you a resident of Athens?
I am.
Have you registered to vote yet?
I believe so.
Okay, well, good. Well, I hope you know how to vote or you'll never make it on this show again.
Yes. So I believe we're voting for Gloria Cooper.
Right, very good. I've already had a few, but you know how that goes. That's my favorite term. And you learned a new term today, too.
Gloria Cooper?
Hi-hat.
Oh, hi-hat.
Here we go. Right now, the newest entertainer of the year making a live appearance at 6 o'clock on the #1 show in America. Well, at least according to me. Here it is right now. Kris Pierce singing his gospel music.
I saw a black man with a Bible and a sparkler in his hand. He was a hole in a tin revival and a running a fireworks stand. He said the end of the world is coming. You better get on your knees. Today bottle rockets 2 for 1, but salvation is free. He said I quit my job at a big church where the milk and money flow to sell cherry bombs for Jesus and a tent beside the road. I ain't in it for the money, and those cars they pass on by, but I pay the rent on New Year's and the 4th of July. Here at the Holy Ghost, Big Bang Theory, Pentecostal, fire and brimstone, Mission Temple Power Stand. Fireworks are dangerous, they can blow up in your face. So you better read the instructions, light the fuse and get away. Well, these things are made in China, so it's easy to see how a man who worships Buddha ain't got no guarantees. Here at the Holy Ghost, Big Bang Theory, Pentecostal, fire and brimstone, Mission Temple Power Stand. Woo, you gotta like that. Well, everything I'm selling is all going up in smoke. It's like taking $20, y'all, and watching it explode. When the trumpet sounds and the Lord comes back, I promise you one thing. I'll be a human bottle rocket, and I'll go out with a bang. I'll leave this Holy Ghost, Big Bang Theory, Pentecostal, fire and brimstone, Mission Temple Power Stand. I'll leave this Holy Ghost, Big Bang Theory, Pentecostal, fire and brimstone, Mission Temple Power Stand. I'll leave this Holy Ghost, Big Bang Theory, Pentecostal, fire and brimstone, Mission Temple Power Stand. Oh, I'll leave this Holy
God bless y'all.